Hi guys, today I'm going to take you through a progressive base. Now this is going to be a 3-part series going from starter base into 2 different large bases. When I say large, we're looking at 20 to 25k stone complete. I decided to do it like this because servers die quite quick. It's the reason why I've personally stopped playing Rust for the time being, because you put a lot of work in and the server dies quite quick. So it got me thinking, what can I do build wise that's actually working towards the game at the minute. So I've focused on a starter base. 2 concepts from the starter base. These are duplicate bases, a small at 4,700 and a medium size at 8,600 stone. Now they're both identical on the bottom floor, but I'll take you around the medium size base because obviously it's got 2nd floor. Now as you come in, you see straight away you've got a drop box that leads up to the 2nd floor, so if you die you can respawn in this doorway, get your loot as you've done before. In here you've got a shotgun trap. Now it's been placed in a way where you can leave the doors open and it will stop door campers to an extent, not fully. Coming to the first bit here, a couple of furnaces, quick locker, round the doors, into this section you get a loot room. Now to be clear, this is a progressive base, a starter base. For anyone who doesn't know what progressive is, it's something that's built up gradually. So this is the main stem of the base. As I said, it's going to be 3 parts, and this is solely the first part. Now, as I said before, the reason I'm doing this is because you might get to this stage or this stage and the server dies. I've noticed a lot of bases recently go quite big quite quick and you're going to lose a lot of game time. So these bases are built specifically so you're secure. Yes, they're only 4 rockets, but this is like the first day. This is what you'd be aiming for to get it to this standard. Now these work well because doors are still a problem. People are going to go for the doors early game really. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors, and if anyone can get an armoured door on the first day, it's not that hard. So you're looking at quite a decent raid to get through if they're just going to go for your doors. So this is going to be quite a secure base unless they manage to get rockets. I'll quickly show you how to build the starter base, but I'm going to do the 2 floor. The only difference literally in the 2 is there's a hatch in this square here. Now you can mix it up and do everything in reverse, so if someone sees this and thinks yeah we know where to go, we'll just rocket through this piece here or through this wall, they might find themselves in the wrong place. You can switch where your loot room is. Now the 2 other videos I'm going to do on this is going to be a larger version extended onto this of just a normal base, and the 3rd one is going to be a large furnace base from this base. Now I'll stress again, this is a progressive build, so don't expect anything too spectacular before you start keyboard warrior in the old comments. This is part 1 of 3. Now the starter base itself is actually progressive just as much as the base is. You're going to start with your simple 1x1 with a triangle at the end just to give yourself the airlock. I'm not going to go too mad. It's just as you would normally start on a wipe. I'm trying to bear in mind all the way through this that you're going to have to progressively start no matter what, and obviously with stone being a bit of an issue now, you need to make sure you're secure. Now I always put a triangle at the front because it gives you an airlock straight away. Okay, it's just the best way to do it. There you go, airlock, done. Now if you've got enough, I would recommend that you go straight for your next square, drop in place, progressively building it up as you go along. Now if you are going to do the 2-story one, which we're going to do in this, you want to be making this one wood. Now I say make it wood because people don't like pickaxing the stone floors because it takes 7 picks. Personally I don't mind doing it, so I'm going to put it stone because I would rather be more secure knowing that that stone than pissing about putting a wooden one instead. Now all we simply do is have 2 triangles here, progressively build it up, put those in place, and that's it. It's as quick and simple as that. The reason I've done this base is it gives you a lot of doors quite quick, and doors, as I keep saying, is still the problem that everyone's facing. Now the loot room, I'm not going to go into massive depths of how to do a loot room because I'm not the best at very small spaces and putting boxes. I say it all the time, there's a lot of videos on how to do that. I put your cupboard at the back left hand corner here, put your shelves forward, and just put your boxes in there, cram as much as you can. Some people like to do the stairs instead and make the smallest fucking loot room in the world. I'm not really into that. I like to just put something down quick and move on. In this area you've got space for your furnaces. I used the locker. Some people don't like them, however they can be quite handy if you want to get into the action quite quick and have your sleeping bag in this place. Now as you can see, this footprint is super easy. There's nothing major to it at all. Like I said before, the next part you're going to want to have your hatch ready. So if you're in a 4-man group and if this space is quite tight, which it is, I'm not going to lie, it is quite tight, I would build your next floor up before you put your hatch in. Just twirl it up the side, stick it in, and as soon as it's safe I would just break out either the wood ceiling that you've left or take out the stone if you aren't a lazy fucker, basically. It's completely up to you how you do it. For this, as I said, for the sake of 7 pickaxes, I would rather be safe. Into this corner, and you're going to put your hatch in place. One thing that we want to take away is this actually. Sorry about that, that's my mistake. And the reason for that is because we want to have our drop box here. Now with the drop box, you want to make sure that you put the box in first on the window ledge, then put your metal window bar so people can't access it. Done. If someone smashes the box out, yes, you can put another one in unless you lift the window bars off, but it's a small compromise to make. I find it's really handy having a drop box like that, especially in the doorway. Down here you'll have your shotgun trap if you like to use shotgun traps. Some people don't really like them because you need to be off in the cupboard, and if someone joins them later in a wipe it fucking wrecks everyone. So you might want to put an actual auto turret and just authorise and deauthorise on it, quite the thing. Now I'm not going to show you fully how to lay things out because people spray things everywhere in starter bases or they keep it really organised. One thing I want to note, for the next builds to extend this, you are going to have to chip away walls to extend it. So I advise either hold on and wait for part 2, which will be about 24 hours after this one, or you take the compromise and put stone in place and be secure. As I said, for an early wipe base, this is 8,600 stone when it's all fully walled. Now that's a hell of a lot. If you're concerned about your loot room, then you can jump ahead from what's going to be put in place anyway and put walls in place here. That then takes your loot room to 8 rockets to get into, and this will actually be part of the next build anyway. So if you are watching it and you maybe play a 2-time server, you've got the stuff that you need, crack on ahead and do this section, because your loot room is now protected to 8 rockets from every section. See, in part 2 this will be extended fully out. We're going to make it into a stronger base, and it's actually going to have a catwalk as well around the sides so you can defend from the top. And in part 3 we're going to turn this same shape into a large furnace base, which again will have a catwalk that you can defend from the sides. again, I'm going to stress the reason why I've done the build like this is because servers go through stages at the moment of being populated for maybe a day, then dying off, or 2 days dying off, 3 days dying off. This series will give you the option of slowly building up, but still giving you the opportunity to play the game. And at the minute, a lot of people are losing that because they're building bases that are way out. So stay tuned for part 2 and 3. They'll be out within 24 hours of each other. I go la 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 la.